It is November 4th, 2017. On Wednesday, this trench was dug out. On Thursday, I think, I placed this conduit. Now I just need to get it covered back up again. Over here in the hole, we have a lot of water. It rained pretty hard Thursday night, and on Friday as well. So I've got the generator going. I've got about 5 or 6 inches of water to pump out in order to be able to repair that conduit. After I do that, I'm going to try to figure out what to do with the clay tile here. So I just have to wait for the pump to do its job. I'm pretty happy with the repair kit I got for the PVC. The most important part is this two half ducts that have tongue and groove joints on them. So I'll put the wire in here, and then I'll stick this together. So I'll put glue on the tongue and groove joint, stick that together, and then I've got these two split collars here, and so the split collars overlap the existing conduit and the repair conduit on both ends. I'll probably squeeze the pipe together with some hose clamps that I bought, just to make sure I got a really good joint. Same thing for the collars. I was kind of stressed out about the wire and how to protect it so that I wouldn't cut into it with my hacksaw. And this is what I settled on. I'll just put this up against the bottom of the wire, put this top of the wire, and wire tie this in a couple places, and that will put a nice heavy metal jacket over the wire. And if I hit it with the Sawzall, it won't matter, as long as I don't keep going. So, back. I've got my cable protection in place now, and I'm about to start sawing away at the old PVC with the Sawzall here. I don't really remember where we left off, but as you can see, I cut the PVC, and I made the cut. I cut out a smaller segment than I originally thought I was going to, because there's just not enough space here to accommodate a 24-inch split pipe and 2 collars. So I cut the split pipe down. It didn't really tear up the tongue and groove edge at all. I kind of feared that it would. So if I could just get my water level down, I would start working on this. My lens is getting progressively dirtier because the little spring-loaded lens cap thing that's supposed to cover the lens when I turn the camera off is not functioning. In any event, I have the PVC cleaned off and the 2 collars in place. I'm about to glue the 2 halves of the pipe together. There they are. And I think the next 5 minutes are going to be pretty stressful. We'll see. As predicted, the last 5 or 10 minutes of my life have been very stressful. It turns out that the split segment that I glued together was slightly too long, so I ended up having to trim the left PVC, original PVC, with the Sawzall, with no protection for the wire. I held the wire up and sawed down from there, so that wasn't a problem. I wish I could have kept the pipes cleaner. I wish I had more glue. I sort of didn't have enough. I wish I had 2 more pipe clamps so that there were 3 pipe clamps on each collar. And I'm nearly 100% certain this is not a waterproof repair because the collars didn't really contact the split duct or the original duct 100%. I don't know if it's because the whole thing's not perfectly collinear after getting yanked by the backhoe or what, but this will be fine. But this won't be waterproof. But when the conduit was cracked, the first thing that happened is a couple hundred gallons of water poured out of the conduit. So it wasn't dry to begin with. The reason I sound funny is because I'm wearing a respirator. The glue is just the nastiest stuff known to mankind. Now I have to attack the drain tile problem. As you can see, I took this little segment out. The drain tile isn't really round. It's kind of crushed a little bit. And it's got about 3 or 4 inches of soil in it on the bottom. Kind of like the artery of somebody that's been eating a lot of hamburgers. The short segment is not double wall. And then there's a 10-foot segment beginning there, ending there, that is double wall. So the area there near the drain tile is going to be a lot more crushable than the rest. I imagine this piece down here, which bends, is also single wall. The next step of the project here is to, I guess I'm going to remove the wire ties around there's a coupling there with 2 wire ties on it. I'm going to take those 2 wire ties off, pull this piece back, fiddle around with the short segment that goes into the clay tile, and then hope that I can get that coupling back together. There's a lot of debris there that will make it difficult to put it back together, I think. Anyhow, so it's time to go to the store and get some wood stakes so that I can shim the drain tile up to the right level.